Welcome back, folks, to Tales of Equestria, the Broken and Bleeding Heart. I'm your host and DM, Lord Lucan, and this is episode, 20? Pretty sure it's episode 20. Starting from left to right.
Yep.
Tell us a little bit about yourself and who are you playing as?
That would be Athena, but he's having some audio issues, so I'll take his place.
Sure.
Hello, I'm Connor the Writer. I'm playing as Blizzard Store, a unicorn who is the brother of my previous character, Snow Comet. And his goal is to become a great, is to hone his magical abilities and be, well, just like his brother.
Sounds reasonable. He's already surpassed his brother by becoming captain of Wonderbelt. He ain't even a Pegasus.
True. So he just needs to learn how to levitate himself.
Does he even
Hey,
have
if
that?
Starlight Glimmer can do that, why couldn't he learn it? Oh, there you are, Athena.
Welcome. Baby. All right. Moving on. Chris.
I'm Chris, and I'm Hart, formerly the Pony with No Name, a male Earth pony and survivor from the village of Sunnytown in the Everfree Forest. Escaped from a terrible curse that consumed every pony while outside town. He lost all sense of happiness and joy in his heart, never spoke a word nor showed much emotion, and he had no name, no home, and no cutie mark.
Makes no sense.
Hey, a lot of things in Equestria don't make sense. Just look at Pinkie Pie. But despite the darkness that touched his heart, he's still kind and helpful and did not stop doing what was right. Eventually faced his fears and inner demons and has found both peace and his name along with his cutie mark. And to a degree, and in a way, he's also found someone to love.
Excellent. Athena, are you with us? Have you fixed your audio, or yay, or we'll come back to you. We heard a little bit about it, but then it faded out. Can anybody tell us what happened last time? Can anybody give us a recap of what happened last time?
Well, we were in the Changeling Hive. We were successful in convincing the Queen that we found a way for them to change for the better, but at the same time, there were forces of disharmony present, and upon successfully convincing the Queen, they attempted to attack her, but we successfully protected her and fought off the dark forces. And thus, we have left that Changeling Hive, hopefully to take their first steps toward living a better and even happier existence in these northern parts. And it was there for Tigress/Athena Luminescence. We were obviously debating on how to continue with Luminescence's presence. So in this case, as it appears to be, we left the colony with a few of those more fully converted, ready to believe changelings, and trust them to find their way as they go. We then continued eastward along the wintry path, running into the occasional nature struggles, but we tried to ignore most of them. And we have finally arrived at the Lodge of the Gift Givers.
Hooray, gift givers.
Excellent. Does anybody have anything else to add?
Oh, I wish I could. I
Well, we came up with 2 scenarios depending on how you were going to be involved in the future, Tigress.
Oh, so maybe I am audible. That's
We
good.
hear you. We hear you.
We hear you well now, and we do not hear any echo either. So
Finally.
whatever you did, don't change anything in the future.
Well, I hadn't changed anything last time either, but suddenly we had that echo. That didn't exist before. Nothing had changed, but
You must have pressed something on your phone or did something on your phone that changed it. So,
actually that was on my laptop. I'm on my phone right now.
well, regardless, don't touch anything that could possibly change it. You are tuning in very loud and clear and no echo.
Excellent. So you were saying about possibilities.
If you were indeed, we were thinking of, because you didn't respond 3 times, we were on the verge of having you dismissed for good, but we decided to be forgiving and give you another chance to step up from the last time. And thus, if you were definitely out, we were just going to say that Luminescence is going to stay with this changeling hive and help them continue to become better changelings. But since you're still with us, we have entrusted those changelings whom we initially befriended and showed the light of friendship. Plus our display of protecting the queen from the forces of disharmony that were influencing her. Once she believed us, they attacked and we protected her. That display alone definitely showed that we cared about her and the hive.
Yes.
So we just left things in their buggy hooves and hope that they will continue to do well. But at the same time, Luminescence, you now have another place, another hive that you can visit every now and then, where you'll have more friends, changelings of the north.
Excellent. Well, that sounds like that turned out fairly well. Very sorry I missed it. It's really going in an interesting direction.
So you come upon the gift giver's lodge. Here you see a bright lamppost welcoming and greeting you in the far north. The gift giver's lodge is a common yet beautiful cottage, decorated in light and festive garb. What do you guys do as you approach the scene of bright lights and aurora boreal up above? What do you guys do as you approach?
Well, does there appear to be any signs of any strangeness about it, as far as anything that we should be wary of?
Roll me a mind.
Alrighty.
Summerheart, from the outside, from this distance, you do not see anything. This place appears to be untouched by the forces of disharmony.
All right. Well, if that's the case, let us approach the lodge as if we were proper guests.
Yeah, let's go knock on the door.
Knock on the door.
Who greets you? Number 5. Okay. From inside, after you rap on the door, a young voice says, "I got it. Who do you think it could be?" Approaching the door and opening it appears to be a young reindeer. He says, "Hello. Who are you? And why are you here?" "My name's Alice."
My
Hello.
My name is Summerheart. This is Blizzard Star. That is Violet Shy and Luminescence.
Well, greetings. Greetings. It's cold outside. Please come inside, please. Steps aside so you guys can enter.
Thank you for your hospitality.
You don't get very many guests here.
I motion for Luminescence.
As you step inside...
Go ahead.
You're greeted by wondrous gifts and tokens. The warmth of the place greets you as you enter into the gift giver's lot. Gifts wrapped in all sorts. A hearth with a fire blazing inside. See all manners of gifts being built and created. You see riding for ponies of all ages. What do you do as you are greeted by Aurora Borealis as they come and greet you? Aurora, the older of the reindeer, greets you. Bori nods in greeting. What do you do as you enter into the lot?
Well, I exchange pleasantries with all three of them in a very heartwarming, welcoming manner, and just introduce myself to them individually.
They smile warmly at you and invite you in to have a seat at their table.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent. I shall take a seat.
You enter into the before you stands the three reindeer of legend and lore, all smile warmly in greetings. They say, "Why have you come here, strangers? What is the matter?"
Well, actually, we've come all the way from the Crystal Empire on behalf of Princess Flurryheart. She was expressing some concern about your absence for a while. At least that is what I believe I recall. But elsewhere, there have been forces of darkness at work throughout the southern areas of Equestria. Things have become very difficult in Ponyville itself, whereas the forces of Yakistan were being attacked by similar evil. We were successful in defeating them, and they have fled and dispersed. But Princess Flurryheart also asked us to check on you wonderful ladies.
Oh, we are safe. No element of disharmony can touch us.
Oh, and why is that?
We are but the elements of generosity, kindness. We are the elements of harmony.
What?
I can. From what I remember from Professor Rarity, she herself, who was also an embodiment of generosity, as well as Professor Fluttershy, an element of kindness, Professor Pinkie Pie, who embodied joy and laughter. You three certainly do well to embody those particular traits of harmony very well.
They nod in agreement. They say, "Then we shall give you a gift. You wish to defeat the element of cruelty, do you not?"
That is correct. And
no blade can harm. No sword or sorcery touch the element of cruelty. Only kindness can truly defeat cruelty.
Okay.
I am listening very intently. I'm just letting them speak. So please continue. Please explain more.
Oh, cruelty is an element of disharmony. The polar opposite of us. Our Aurora Borealis is what keeps the elements of disharmony at bay. We are in complete unison. The trouble of the South is not because of disharmony. It is because of the elements of harmony themselves are off balance. Just as the elements of disharmony are off balance. But they seem to thrive.
What is causing this imbalance?
The element of generosity has been destroyed, and so has the element of greed.
They're right. I remember my brother mentioning that they defeated greed, but they lost Professor Rarity.
Yes. That is true. Yeah.
But why is it an imbalance? If both of them are destroyed, shouldn't that mean that the elements are now back in order? 5 cruelty, 5 harmony? 5 disharmony and 5 harmony?
Disharmony.
I believe what they are saying is that even if there are still 5 elements of harmony, there still cannot be complete harmony without the 6th. And if Professor Rarity's body has indeed been destroyed, then there must be another to take up the mantle of generosity in a way that is also different from these 3 here. They embody generosity, yes, but it is within us. It is for us to carry the burden and responsibility of generosity, just as Twilight and her remaining friends who are alive bear their mantles of harmony. Is that correct?
You forget that the other elements are frozen in stone.
Then we must also find a way to release them. You are correct in that I had forgotten about the others. They exist, but yes, we must find a way to release them. And if I remember correctly, Twilight herself does not know how.
Let's not forget, Professor Pinkie Pie was also missing from that.
Is that what you desire? Would you like a gift?
Well, we would like the gift of knowledge on how to rectify this situation. What needs to happen
Pinkie
to solve
Pie is
this?
not missing. Pinkie Pie has made a deal with the element of disharmony.
And why would Pinkie do that?
Because of the sense of mortality. She made an agreement with the element of disharmony to lock herself and her husband and child inside of the black stone.
Black stone?
A black stone.
Wait.
You know that.
Well, when we were getting here, we found a mind staff, and I picked up 2 dark stones.
Mm-hmm. Those are not her prison. Those are unrefined, barbaric, broken shards of something much darker.
So you're saying that Pinkie Pie betrayed everyone just to keep living?
No. She shakes her head no. It is because of love. She wishes to keep her family safe. Despair, greed.
She had the right intention. She had the right reasons, but went about them the wrong way. Is that what it is? She did something wrong for the right reason.
We do
The other way around.
What would you do for your love?
I understand that though people, as any loving mother or parent would for their child, they would do anything.
Please excuse me for a moment. I need some time. And so come at this Blizzard Store started to walk out and head outside for a moment.
Sure.
This This is certainly a very deep puzzle to solve. But I myself am willing to put forth all my effort into solving this problem, not only of what we face against cruelty, which Princess Flurryheart assigned us to confront, but whether we can also help Professor Pinky and her family, to say nothing of Twilight and the others in Ponyville. If there's any further knowledge or wisdom that you can give us, that is all that we would desire.
Princess Twilight. She has friends, yes, but not the elements of harmony. Not her friend. Each day that passes, she falls dark and dark to despair. Delicious plan.
Oh, that's good.
That is why he is so powerful. He has been feeding Princess Twilight. Her friends are so close. You have seen them in her lair, frozen in stone.
What can we do to free them? What must we do to free them?
I think the like Aurora Boreal kind of gather together and they start scratching their head, murmuring and talking to each other wow. They turn to look at you and they shrug in unison, right? Because they're like, how does one store balance to a world that is off full? How does one turn the axis of the world? Is it through magic? Through
Push really hard.
Force alone will not aid you.
If I've learned anything from Professor Twilight and her friends in the past, is that it was always by her and her friends when they came together in harmony. Nothing could stop them when facing an imbalance. Whether it was Discord, when he was in his evil, chaotic manner, whether it was Tirek, when he waged a one-beast war, whenever it was Chrysalis, when she captured Twilight and her friends, and it was Headmistress Starlight and her friends that were with her that were brought together. They all showed that display of friendship and unity, and whenever they came together in that manner, the knowledge, the guidance, the magic they needed came from within. I believe that we as friends, indicating Blizzard, Luminescence, and Violet, if we are able to come together in the same oneness of heart and harmony, we can do the same as Twilight and her friends.
We lack the numbers to match them.
Well, that numbers were not always the case for Twilight and her friends. Yes, they were the elements. For Starlight, there was her, Deputy Headmistress Trixie, Discord, and Thorax. If I remember, it was the four of them. If I remember.
Well, yeah, they're the ones who went to the Changeling Hive.
But it was the four of them who came together, which brought about the reformation of the Changelings.
Well, yes, but they weren't wielding the elements of harmony to do so.
No, but they came together in friendship, and that friendship is what showed them the magic needed to change the Changelings for the better. just as Twilight and her friends showed their friendship together, which always helped them solve problems against evil threats, from Discord to Tyrek, and so forth.
Yeah, there's some options that we can engage together as a team and achieve different things, but that still doesn't solve the imbalance in the elements, which is what I think we need to really be focusing on. How do we replace the elements of generosity, and when doing so, is it also necessary to replace greed? Does that power vacuum still exist until something fills it?
Or rather, are we not supposed to destroy the elements of disharmony, rather seal them away? Seal them to where they exist, but they do not have the tangible hold Equestria as they have now. Some things cannot be destroyed, but they can be locked away. Much like how Tyrek and even that, I will still never understand what got into Cozy Glow's mind at such a young age to become one of the most evil ponies in our history. First imprisoned in Tartarus and then turned to stone, along with Chrysalis and Tyrek. They were not destroyed. They were simply sealed.
Yeah.
Is that not what we must do for the elements of disharmony? We cannot destroy them, but we will seal them away, one way or another.
Well, we could see if we can seal them, but all reports it was not really possible to do anything but defeat greed at the time.
I think as you say this, right? Blizzard Star, I need you to roll me a mind. You stepped outside, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Roll me a mind. Tell me what you're focused in on, not your surrounding.
I wasn't really focusing on my surrounding. I was more focused on my inner thoughts. Just thinking about
what's going on.
Well, Blizzard is looking up in the skies and thinking, is this really it? If we destroy the elements of cruelty, will another one just come up on top just to balance things out again? We have to suffer the cruelties again simply because the elements of harmony is there just to exist? How can we keep on going when we have to deal with beings that can destroy everything, Equestria, the world, everything, simply because it's their being?
If I was there, I would think I'd like to believe that the answer was given. Just there in the past, ponies never destroyed personages of evil. They never killed, they never destroyed. They just simply sealed them or locked them away. They simply removed them from the equation. Tyrek was imprisoned in Tartarus for all that time. Discord was imprisoned in stone for 1,000 years until he was reformed, because Celestia, in her wisdom, realized that with the right pony, he could actually learn to be good, because his domain wasn't one of evil or darkness. Unlike the elements of disharmony, Discord was he was a manifestation of chaos. And with the right direction, chaos could be used for good as Celestia believed in, and which Professor Fluttershy was successful in setting discord on that path by showing kindness to him.
Yes, but Lord Tirac was never reformed. For that matter, neither was Cozy Glow or even the Changeling Queen from the hive closer to Ponyville. And they came back to cause much mayhem and damage.
Well, this is just what Blizzard is thinking in his head. So, he wasn't really paying attention, just having all these thoughts.
As for Tirac, he came from a family of centaurs, as they have been called in some of the extended comic works. His own parents were actually good beings, to say nothing of his brother Scorpan, who befriended the ponies, including Star Swirl, and thus he was able to warn them of Tirac's plan to steal all their magic and power for himself. Chrysalis herself was offered friendship out of kindness from Starlight and Thorax, but she just...
I understand that, though. Don't you think this is getting a little long-winded, Chris?
It's all part of the role play.
Okay. So I just...
Besides, you've made some pretty long speeches yourself, so please...
Yeah, that's true. I can't deny that.
So please do not make the
mistake
of the pot calling the kettle black, even if unintentionally.
As Blizzard Star is thinking deep in thought, there's a young filly that walks up to him and gently taps him on his shoulder. She says, Are you okay?
Blizzard was taken by surprise and accidentally falls to the ground like a little flop. This is when Blizzard got up and said, "Sorry, you startled me." That's where he just laughed and just gives her a smile.
She giggles at this as you fall, right? As you falter. She says, "Hi, I'm Chi Pennon."
Chi Pennon. Well, my name is Blizzard Store. Good to meet you.
It's nice to meet you too, Blizzard Store.
This is where Blizzard offers her a hoof to stake on.
She shakes her hoof. She says, "Hello. I have been wanting to get into this building for quite some time. Are you able to enter the passage?" She gestures to the door.
Well, yes, we can, but why?
She says, "I am looking for the perfect gift."
Perfect gift?
Oh.
What do you mean by perfect gift?
I'm looking for the perfect gift. Why are you here? Are you not here at the Gift Giver's Lodge to get the perfect gift?
Well, honestly, I don't know what I'm here for anymore. We were just sent here from Princess Flurry Heart to check up to them.
Oh. Well, how are they doing? Have you checked up on them?
Well, they are beaming with harmony, I can say that, but... Well, we want to ask them for their help against the elements of disharmony and cruelty, but I just don't know what to think anymore.
I could help you.
Oh? How so?
Well, this is the Gift Giver's Lodge.
Yeah, and?
I require a gift from the Gift Giver's Lodge. And in return, I shall give you a special gift.
Oh, thank you, but I don't need any gifts. I honestly don't know what I would want, honesty.
I think she comes close to your ear and whispers, "What about your brother?"
My brother?
Uh-oh.
You know my brother's snow comet?
I know that he is in grave danger.
Grave danger? Well, yeah, it's just... I know he's in danger. He trained to be a god. I have faith that he can make it through.
She shrugs. She's like, I don't know what to tell you. I just know that he is in grave danger.
Oh. This is where the snow comet kind of just leans his head a little with a little frustration in his voice as he leans back on the pole and says, what to do?
I could get your brother for you.
Really? How are you going to do that? This is where Blizzard just looked at her a little skeptically.
A trade.
A trade for what?
Inside the gift giver's lodge, as I require the most perfect gift. You must go inside and get it for me. And in return, I will get your brother.
I would like to see my brother, but I have faith that he's holding up on his own. Besides, I've known him countless times to know that anytime anyone tries to beat him down, just come back up and just kick his flank.
She smiles at this. She's like, yes, that does sound like him.
But... sorry, my mind is just a little puzzled because I just don't know what to do about the entire thing with the elements of harmony and the elements of disharmony. It's just frustrating.
It sounds to me like you need a hug.
I do, but, well, that would be nice, but that's not what I want.
She offers her hug.
Oh? What are you doing?
Offering you a hug.
Well, Miserable Blizzard smiles a little and accepts the offer and hugs her back.
You feel the embrace of a pony. Very tangible next to you. You see as you look past her shoulder, you see her footprints in the snow leading away. But you see nothing else.
Huh. Where did you come from, actually, Chipanen?
Oh, what? I've been around. I travel from place to place. Recently, I've been with the Change of the North.
Really? You were with the Changelings?
Indeed.
Can I roll a mind to see if what's to inspect her a little?
Sure. With your natural 20, you know, I will spend 3 tokens of darkness for you to autofill.
Oh, come on.
Now remember, you can spend 3 tokens of harmony to auto-succeed. So, something to consider.
I'm going to keep my tokens.
Okay. You're not quite sure what's going on.
So maybe my mind is more troubled than I realized.
I think your mind falls upon your brother, and like this little pony that stands before you, kind of like is giving you an offer that's like eating at you, right? You're kind of like, could she? Like, she's a little pony, right? How could she help get your brother back, right? And you're just like
Mm-hmm.
conflicted, right? I'm just like tormented. And she
Pretty
just hugged you.
much.
Like, that's weird, right? So your mind is all in confusion.
Oh, well, it's not just my Blizzard's brother in his mind. It's also everything else.
Mhm.
This disharmony, the idea that maybe they will return just to keep the world balanced, and how we all probably later down the line we will all have to fight them again.
I sense that you're very tired.
Tired is one word to describe it. More frustrating than tired.
Yes, you're very tense when I hugged you. Is everything okay?
No, I don't think so. This is where Blizzard just rubs his hoof against his face.
It'll be okay.
Maybe, but probably now or tomorrow. But what about in the future? What will happen if?
Always still uncertain.
I like to make sure that our future can be certain on one thing. That every pony, or everyone really, is safe and doesn't have to worry about the next great disaster or the next big enemy. I'm tired of it.
You should probably rest here. This is the Gift Giver's Lodge. You'll be safe here.
Yeah, I might be safe, but I will be selfish. What about every creature or everyone else? The yaks,
Brother?
they had their homes attacked. The diamond dogs, they're in fear and probably about to attack or do something because of greed.
No, greed is no more. You don't have to worry about that.
Maybe not, but what if another greed comes back? What if another one, probably a pony, a griffin, a hippogriff, or any other creature would just pop up because they got too greedy for their own good?
I think she like whispers in your ear, like, "What about Amber's father?"
What?
By the way, can any of us hear this? The way how his voice is so elevated.
I think this is where we stop. I think this is where we stop and go back inside the Gift Giver's Lodge, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh no.
The fact that he's probably shouting his voice. Can we actually hear him?
Oh no,
Sure.
he's not shouting. It's just my voice is kind of loud because my grandfather is deaf, so I had to spend a long time to have a higher voice just for him to hear me.
Well, you're certainly not role playing like you're keeping a very calm tone because you're shouting a lot. And I'm just curious whether we can actually hear that inside the lodge by now.
Sure. As you guys are like conversating, I need everybody to roll me. Roll me a mind.
Sure.
And I'm going to spend a token to re-roll that.
Sure. Sure. 8, 12. I think Summerheart, yeah, you can hear voices outside. Right?
Did.
As Aurora Borealis are like building gifts and presents and like talking to you guys. You like catch out of the corner of your eye, I think like some movement outside.
Excuse me for a moment, please.
Luminescence?
And with
Yeah, you
that,
rolled an 8. You're
with
still
that,
focused on the inside.
Well, I'm heading outside to check on Blizzard Star. Having heard he's obviously he's speaking really loud about something.
Sure.
Oh, I can't. Oh, there we go.
Just open it.
What
Yep.
the?
Yeah.
There we go.
Pretty nice, ain't it? The door. Pretty snazzy. Yeah. You step outside, Summerheart. You see, I believe, Blizzard Star and a strange, small filly, like sitting next to each other underneath the lamppost, right? Doesn't look like anything suspicious going on. Just two ponies sitting out here.
Blizzard Star, who are you talking to?
Oh, hi, Summerheart. This little filly hill is called Cheaper Inn. Looks like she was trying to find the perfect gift for the gift givers.
She smiles and greets you, and she offers the hoof. She says, "Hello."
I'm ready. I extend my hoof, but then something in my mind clicks. Her name, Chipain. Where have I heard that word before in my studies?
Sure, roll me a mind. It's foreign.
Because out of character, I know exactly what it means.
But your character doesn't. Yep, you're not sure what that means.
Oh no.
Let's see let's see. Not even with a 15.
Not even with a 15.
Well, let's see what happens if I can spend.
You know why.
What if I spend 3 tokens to make it a success?
Sure. You can spend 3 tokens. Mind you, this is a little gamey. But if you're going to spend 3 tokens, I'll allow it. You know that this is definitely an element of disharmony. To be particular, this is the element of deceit. Now tell me, how do you know this shenanigan? And I get 1 token of darkness.
Well, for one, out of character, I just simply typed in the word, and for the sake of in character.
Now tell me how in character you know this, right? Because this is shenanigans.
Keepion is an Eastland pony word from the country that Mistmane came from.
Mm-hmm.
It is the word for deception.
She smiles at you and she says, yes, that is correct."
Well, he didn't say that out loudly, but he would. He just figures that all in his head, but then he pulls his hoof back, and he simply says to her, "I know who you are. I know what you are. I figured it out."
Then she smiles at you and she says, "Then you know why I'm here."
Whatever you are here for, we will not let you succeed in whatever it is you're here for. And I will just simply point my hoof. Go.
Blizzard looks at us now, somewhat confused, and like, Summer, what are you doing?
Her name, Blizzard Star, Hipion, in the ancient Ponish of the Eastlands, where Mistmane, the Pillar of Beauty, originally came from. Hipion is their word, and I then point my hoof at the little pony. That is, Hipion is the word for deceit. I simply, you are deceit.
Yes.
I'm simply speaking truth. I am using the truth here. You are deceit.
She smiles at you and says, "Yeah, that's correct. And you know why I'm here."
I simply shake my head. I do not know why you are here, but whatever you are here for, it cannot be good for the ponies of Equestria. And I will not let you have what you are. I will not let you have what you have come for. Go.
She smiles at you. She says,
I motion to come back. To come.
I see. She says, if what you say is true, she turns and looks at you, Blizzard Star, and she says, if you know that I am deceit, then you know that I am quite capable of retrieving your brother.
This is where Blizzard kind of does I'm going to use an anime pose as a reference, where you just don't see his eyes. His mane is just covering it as he just looks down.
She smiles at you, knowingly, targeting you specifically. And she says, what's your name again? She turns and looks at Summerheart.
My name, I was once the pony with no name, but my name is Summerheart.
I see that flower upon your breast. Strange that you would have something like that. It'd be awfully terrible if something was to happen to the creature that gave you that.
My heart once was surrounded by darkness. Because of the one I love, my heart is now surrounded by light. I will not let it be twisted by your words.
She smiles at this and she says, I wouldn't worry about you. I would worry about the one that gave that flower. If you don't know that, she's threatening the creature that gave you that flower. Yeah. To be clear, she's trying to be subtle about it. Eyes, DM ain't pointed off, or I don't.
I know she's making a threat.
Not to you. To be clear, not to you, but to the creature that gave you that flower.
I know, but she is threatening. But she is threatening me by extent of threatening Winter Rose.
Correct. She says we can be powerful friends. Horrible. I have come seeking what a gift. The perfect gift.
I will not be friends. I will not be friends with this homie. I have already felt too much darkness in my heart already. It had given me only misery and sorrow my life. But once I learned to look to my friends, even those who have passed beyond, was I able to see the light they still had in their hearts. In this case, he's remembering Ruby. And I have also found the light of love in my friends here, Blizzard Star and our other friends. We would be fools to ever have friendship with disharmony. Whatever words she may have said to you, Blizzard Star, they are the words of deceit. And that in a way, spoken in that kind of manner, it is truth. She is deceit, and they are words. Whatever words, they are the words of deceit. is deceit, and those are the words. Conclusion, they are the words of deceit.
Do you agree with him, Blizzard Star? Is this what has come of harmony? Believing that everyone is your enemy, including the elements of disharmony? Although I might
Blizzard,
hate you, you are nothing to my hatred to my brother. I would see them fall. I have come in peace, harmony, seeking friendship, and but a gift that only you can give unto me. I require the perfect gift. That is all. And I can help you. Both of you.
I refuse. Go. And I look to Blizzard, encouraging him to not be deceived by the words of deceit.
Blizzard still didn't say anything, but through his horn, they started to sow sparks. Electrical sparks. Still not saying anything, but the longer he hears both Summerheart and Deceit talking, the sparks becomes a bit more intense. To that you can actually see lightning bolts, just not strong lightning bolts, mind you, but just strong electrical sparks hitting the ground.
Sure.
By the way, Karma, have you been seeing what I've been sending to you?
Yes, I have.
Because what
Out
is
of
the way?
character, I understand, but come on. Let me at least have a little fun in role-playing it.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
So what do you say, Blizzard?
All Blizzard says to both of them, I hate this. I hate the fact that beings like you, that ponies like Summerheart, are fighting like this just because we are fat. I hate it. This is where Blizzard looks at both of them with just rage as his horn is suffering a magical surge through all the mindsets in his emotional state now.
Well, what? And I then respond very calmly and gently. What would you have me do, Blizzard Star?
That's the problem. If we do anything, another deceit, another greed, another despair, another elements of disharmony will come right back up and start destroying everything again. Hurting every pony, every creature. And what are we supposed to do? Fight them like we did before? It would just keep escalating, keep causing more damage and more destruction. And I'm tired of it.
You're right. We need to end this. Help me, and we together can end this frivolous and foolish continuation of conflict.
No. The only way for this to truly end is if one side is reigning supreme. That's how it is. If elements of disharmony wins, they control the world and bring nothing but disharmony. But if harmony wins, then harmony will reign the world, but the world will just try to balance itself out again. It will continue to do so until there's just nothing.
We must end this cycle and break it.
If the cycle is going to be broken, I want to break it through my own hooves, not by you. This is where Blizzard shoots a magical beam right at the filly.
Sure. Go ahead. I think she wasn't expecting this one. She was expecting you to join her.
No,
Let's see. What would this be? Okay, cool. Okay, she rolled a 19. I guess we can roll initiative now. Yeah. I guess so. There's a big boom, of course. Electricity goes everywhere, right?
Mm-hmm.
Turn. By the shot, I guess you're not. I guess you're just listening, right? You'll be watching through the door. Okay. Everybody
well,
roll
no.
body.
Now that it's gone to combat, I got to get
Yep.
outside there. So
Well, you just hear this big boom outside, right?
yeah, I think that will be sufficient incentive to get going.
Oh, yeah.
I was having a great conversation with the gift givers, but
Oh yeah, everybody now knows. Blizzard Star, what you get?
I got a 6.
Luminescence, what'd you get?
oh, I haven't rolled. Just a second.
Okay. We'll all go on the same round.
Oh, interesting. I did it.
We'll all work together.
Oh, yeah, there. Okay.
Okay. Luminescence, what'd you get? 13. I guess it's the element of disharmony's turn. Let's see here. She's got a lovely selection. 1, 2, it's going to be Blizzard Star. 3, 4, it's going to be some card. Okay, Blizzard Star, since you attacked her, she turns and looks at you and she says, you reject me. Disappear, little pest. I'm going to spend 1 token of darkness. Oh my god. Oh my god. A massive void opens and swallows you. I need you to roll me what? And vanishes you. Okay.
Oh,
I
jeez.
guess what would you like to pick in order to counter it? I'll allow
A
you
mine?
to pick what you want. Sure. Would you like to keep that? 6.
I'm going to use 3 of my tokens.
The auto 6. Okay.
Yes,
Somehow
to
the
avoid
power of
it.
friendship keeps you out of the void of nothingness. Okay, so you'll see here. It's not an actual void. What it would be her plane of existence. So her plane of she tries to dispel you. A gap, a hole underneath you begins opening up, right? And the element or the plane of
Deceit.
opens before you. You can see everything. It's kind of like Discord's domain, only much darker and eviler. Up is down, down is up. Everything is sideways. Tell me how the power of friendship really saves your life here.
At this point, Blizzard was having none of it. He was determined to fight deceit, to fight every single element of disharmony there is, as he dodges her attack and says, in all honesty, sir, I reject you because I don't want to see Equestria fall under anyone's hooves. You would be the worst one.
She calls upon her multiple attacks. And then she's going to wither and decay. She doesn't do that. She does do this. She activates her aura. Give me a second. Lots of stuff kicks off during this. An element of disharmony. So go ahead. She's not lying. She is what she is. Her color would be... What color would be distinct? Anybody know?
Misty?
Be like blue, black, purple? Like a
Ooh,
miasma?
purple.
Let's go with purple.
Yeah, miasma. And then save that. And then that's a 30-foot aura. It'd be purple. 30. Settings, okay. And that kicks off. What's next? Okay. Natural, attack. Okay, and then she's going to do her first thing. Jesus Christ. Okay, well, I need you to roll me. Oh, she walks right up to you. She is next to you. Need you to roll me a DC 4 charm save.
A DC 4?
Yep. It's a charm save. You don't want to fail this. Okay. You
Got one
take
heck-
20 points of stamina damage. That's
Oh.
1d6. Take 26 points of stamina damage.
Oh my word.
She critted, by the way. She critted twice. Okay. It is the end of her round. I need everybody to roll me a body that's in her 30-foot aura.
Oh, God.
Okay, so it was a 20.
Oh, she rolled a 1.
Okay.
This is a mind save. The DC is a 1. Nobody roll a 1.
Nope. You said roll us a body, and we got 7, 16, and
This is a
14.
mind. This is a mind.
Oh, okay.
A DC 5 mind save.
Oh,
Take
I
1
thought we were
point of stamina damage. Blizzard Star. This is her passive going off.
Oh, maybe.
Okay.
yeah.
How did we end up with that
In
fast?
essence, it is your turn. Jesus. Hell of an opening. Hell of an opening.
Yeah, really annihilating one of the characters entirely.
Well, she had 2 options. She chose the one that attacked her. Luminescence, is your turn. I assume you step outside?
Well, yeah, that's why I'm in the cone of effect, I guess.
This is where you see what appears to be a little filly. You have no idea who this filly is. And she just literally just like points at Blizzard Star. A massive gaping hole opens up beneath his feet. Without the power of friendship, he would have been... Something would have happened. After that, she touches him. Like, she touches him physically. And he takes... he begins to wither underneath her touch. This is clearly not a friendly filly. It is now your turn, Luminescence.
No, I wasn't thinking I would sit down and have a cup of tea with this particular pony. Can we tell where the AoE is?
Yes. Everything, I think, like... so, to be clear, the snow and trees around him begins to die. However, the building seems to be untouched that you stepped outside.
Okay.
So the light, which would like, okay, so like this lamp post appears to have nothing affecting it, right? These lights that are on the outside of this building appears not to be affected by it. Everything around here, the candy cane, the snow, everything begins to like darken and fade and begins to die and wither. It is your turn, Luna.
So, did I feel any of the negative effects before stepping outside?
No. You literally
okay.
stepped out, and it was like a brick wall. You know, like how you step out in humidity? When the humidity hits you? That's how it's like.
So I'm going to go step back inside, and I'm going to poke my head out, or from the corner here, not out through the door, but just through the doorway, shoot a beam at
Sure.
our opponent there.
What you gonna do? What you gonna fire at?
Ooh, let's try fire. Actually, that's usually a good starting point.
Sure.
Not bad.
Okay, she takes half damage. 18. She cries out as luminescence beams her. Summer, it's your turn.
Well, she is the embodiment of deceit and lies, and the way to fight lies is with the truth. And I attempt to deliver a physical kick, but I'm also saying a few words. You speak nothing but lies. Have a few, and the way to speak lies is to use truth. And I have some of those, and a little bit of science. A body in motion tends to stay in motion. Newton's first law of motion. He is speaking a truth while attacking her.
Sure.
Interesting.
Ooh. She takes 19 points of damage. Ooh. Getting kicked.
Did the truth speaking have that effect, or was it just a kick?
That was so.
It was a physical attack, but he was also speaking. He was putting in words of truth. He's not only fighting her physically; he's fighting her with the truth.
Got that. I'm trying to figure out what did the damage, or what the divide is between the physical versus the truth.
So the actual damage, right, was the kick, right? So, but him speaking the truth is like the story, right? So, okay. Aurora Borealis step outside and say, "You do not belong here." This is where we get like a magic ray, right? Aurora Borealis are the elements of generosity and kindness, truth and honesty. This is where we get the sunlight beam, right? We get the summer and the rainbow-colored beam, right? Everybody gets 4 tokens of friendship as they blast the element of disharmony away, as they unify together. You know how like the beam comes up and down and everything else? Well, this is like the Aurora Borealis coming together and like descending upon the element of disharmony as some sort of like sunbeam, and it just falls down upon the element of deceit, and she just disappears instantly.
Well, here's the thing for you, for any of you who actually remember, who actually saw the original 80s ponies, their first animated work ever. Who ever saw Rescue at Midnight Castle?
I've watched it.
You remember how they defeated the original Tyrek?
Rainbow beams, I think it was.
A rainbow of light. When Twilight and her friends came together to defeat Discord, what happened? What did they manifest?
All rainbows, of course. That was always the thing.
It was a rainbow. That is a recurring symbol of harmony.
Mm-hmm. Yes, it is.
Okay.
Going theme with My Little Pony.
As the forces of darkness disperse, Aurora Borealis all look like panting, like, woohoo, we did! That was intense. She said, wow, woof, is everybody okay?
I simply turn to them and nod. Thank you for the help.
This is where Blizzard kind of plops down onto the ground because he suffered the entire blunt of that.
Yeah, he did. Holy crap!
That is where I would come to you.
Right.
She was trying to deceive whatever word she may have said to you while we were inside. I would not believe them. She is deceit She is lies. She will do whatever she can to mislead you away from what you are. Much like when Discord corrupted Professor Applejack for a brief time, Twilight was able to remind her that she is honesty. And honesty is also honesty is speaking the truth. But for now,
is this where we get like a scene of like where her hug like toxic for Blizzard Star? She's like, it's got like these like scratches like embedded into him as she was like sticking her hooves / claws.
I place my hoof on him, but I know in my heart that as long as we stay together as friends, we ourselves can create harmony together as friends. This I know to be true. And I perform healing touch on Blizzard Star.
This is where Blizzard would say she was talking about my brother and how she could help me get him.
We have the power to help your brother if he is in danger. I would not believe a word she said about your brother. We will find out the truth for ourselves in our own way and time. Do not believe what she said, for she is deceit. She is lies. We will find the truth our own way as friends.
Blizzard doesn't say anything as he just listens to Summerheart, and he was still wounded with all that, even with that healing touch, which gained 17, that's 21. He still felt weak, so he needed a hoof to stand up a bit before he can fully recover and says...
Granted, that in itself is a very powerful burst of healing energy. That was a near perfect touch. I would have expected you to feel like just his hoof glows for just a brief moment, a very soft, faint, pink aura of light from his hoof. Even for an earth pony, that just gives you that soft, warm feeling that starts in the heart, like a warm burning in the heart that is peaceful and comforting, and your wounds, though not fully healed, you feel a heck of a lot better.
Just not.
This is for Blizzard.
We must go inside. Come quick. Inside we must go.
And I gently help Blizzard inside.
This is where Blizzard says, "Thank you, Summer."
I simply nod and smile. You're welcome, Blizzard.
Okay,
stay here for the night. It is dangerous.
What?
Okay.
What did you do to gain the ire of such a powerful foe?
I do not know, but all I do know is that where there are lies, the way to fight lies is with the truth. I spoke truth, simply based on even if it was some ridiculous science nerd talk I learned in school. It was simply a truth that came to mind, and any amount in truth is the key to dealing with someone like deceit. They cannot stand truth.
What did deceit want? Why had it come here?
She kept on mentioning about the perfect gift. I don't know anything about it.
Aurora Borealis all look at each other. Concerned.
But Blizzard then states, But you do. Isn't that right? You know about the perfect gift?
They smile at you warmly, if not uneasily. They're like, well, that is why you've come, has it not? What is it that you seek? What is it that you want? What is your purpose?
I actually know the answer to this as well, but I'm going to let Blizzard speak first.
My perfect gift? That's the craziest thing. I still don't know because I don't want gifts. I want to make sure everyone can just be like this. Happy, peace, nothing to worry about. That would be a dream come true for me. Chance to just be happy.
I then reach out to Blizzard. I'm just holding out my hoof like in a gesture of friendship, and I recite something that I learned from Professor Pinkie Pie, which is what she heard herself from the gift givers themselves. The best gift is more precious than gold, but it cannot be sold. When it breaks, it's not ended, for quickly it's mended. It can never be bought, yet is easily sought.
Blizzard states, you mean friendship? How it's just more precious than anything?
I smile and nod, and I look to the gift givers for their confirmation.
They nod in approval.
Yes, Blizzard. Friendship is the perfect gift. We ourselves already have it. We must simply not forget that. Always remember that it's the greatest gift.
We must work together and look after each other.
I understand that,
and
and
the good times and the bad times. You are not alone.
I would also motion for Luminescence and Violet to join us at the table here, of course.
I understand that, but it worries me that there's still beings, even though not ponies or any creature that we know here in Equestria or Equest, whatever they call in the world in MLP. Still don't know.
Entities.
Like, we still have to worry about.
That's always been a little bit unclear, but
we still have to worry about so much. Like the elements of disharmony. What would stop them from rising up and taking so much from all of us?
I think the best thing to do is simply not worry too much about what we cannot do, but rather focus on what we can do. Focus on what we were sent to do.
I understand that somewhat. It's just what I'm trying to remember the names. Amor, what you said as he points, gestures his hooves to the gift givers. You said Pinkie Pie gave up, asked for despair for immortality to keep her family safe and happy.
Not immortality. A prison of her own design.
But how long until more ponies like her, or even ponies like me, that just struggle so much inside until they just can't take it anymore?
My answer to that, Blizzard? My honest answer is I don't know. I honestly don't know. But what I do know is that I intend to do what's right for Equestria. What can you do for yourself to make Equestria a better place? Change starts with you. It started for the changelings. Thorax, his friendship with Spike. He helped bring about a change within himself through friendship. And even though Thorax's brother Larynx was a bit reluctant, he always loved his brother, and with patience, he was able to open his own heart further, and he made a change for the better. Friendship is the key.
This is where Blizzard takes a deep breath, tries to calm his nerves, and look back to every pony with a look of determination in his eyes and says, "Since you said that, Summer, I decided that my dream, my goal, is to push Equestria to heights never before. To keep pushing to keep Equestria going in harmonic peace. So even all these entities that will come at us, that we're not going back down. We will triumph over disharmony and keep being us."
That is exactly what Twilight and her friends did. Even after Twilight thought all hope was lost when her other friends had been corrupted by discord, Princess Celestia reminded her that even if friendships go through struggles, they are worth fighting for. And that was what Twilight needed to regain her own sense of self. She in turn reminded her friends of that, and they were brought back together in friendship and harmony. And when they did that, they did not kill or destroy discord. They simply stopped him. They stopped him. We do not have. It is not a matter of killing or destroying the elements of disharmony. It is about stopping them. And with and if we come together in friendship, we can do it.
This is where Blizzard looks to the gift givers and says, "Will you allow us? If I may be bold to ask, can you tell us about these symbols?" This is where Blizzard shows them the symbols we saw in the falls.
Yes, it's an old legend. I guess it's a young legend to us. They laugh. Give me a second here. Get the items. Symbols, yes. They'll tell you everything about it. Let's see.
If it's possible, while they're doing that, I could also attempt my own personal study to see if I can recall anything about the final missing detail.
Regards to what?
In regards to the symbols of the waterfalls, if that is indeed the one, if that is indeed what you're showing them, Blizzard Star.
Yes, that is.
So
all right.
I'll just tell you. We were there. We were there, Gandalf. 1,000 years ago. Oh, wow. We were there. Show you the symbols, and they'll tell you the entire story of it. It was not us that defeated the evil. We were there, but not part of it. Where is it? Show me. Where's the time? On the board. Come on. Exit, I guess. Come back in. must be an easier way to recall the. Once you dismiss it, it dismisses it entirely for. I guess not everybody. Me. So they tell you that in the journal of the two sisters, the young Princess Celestia and Princess Luna write about the time that she retrieved a crystal heart after it was stolen by a greedy dragon. The compass is now so a powerful object as the crystal heart. Princess Amora is the unicorn in the middle. Yaxtabert is the yak depicted on the left. Yaxtabert stomping celebration is named after this yak. An unknown spire depicted. There is no record of this species except for rumors of an underground colony. Perhaps some giant spire. Then a cave, an ancient ice cave, for location. The great evil is the element of disharmony. They tell you which one it is. Cruelty.
Oh, okay.
Ice cave. Wait. An ice cave. Wait. This is what Blizzard remember that I encountered. They had. Wait. Summer. Remember what happened before we solved your issue with Ruby?
Yes. We met Princess Amor herself.
Or at least her spirit. At least I like to think. Along with the undead soldiers he had. The corpse of the dragon. Apologies, but do you also know much about the Crystal Heart?
Oh yes, of course. We know many things about the crystal heart. Things that you've already discovered. The crystal heart has a troubling and dark past. This item was taken from
Okay,
by
I
a greedy
remember.
dragon by the royal sisters. The two sisters, the young Princess Celestia and Princess Luna, write about the time they had retrieved the crystal heart after it was stolen by a greedy dragon. In reality, the royal sisters stole the dragon's heart, who was in love with Princess Amora. The royal sisters killed the beast and took his crystal heart, granting the gift unto Princess Amora and the ponies who lived there. Thus, the dragon's love for the Princess Amora was pure, but the dragon's cruelty and greed and tendency fell somewhere else upon the land, turning the land the dragon once ruled into a frozen, mountainous, and unforgiving ice cave.
Oh.
What do you think would happen if we brought the Crystal Heart back to where it belonged? To the dragon?
I would like to believe that not only will it allow the spirits of Princess Amor to move on in peace, it will restore that icy land back into a beautiful place. And from there, even there, the Crystal Empire will still be safe because, and I'm not going to use the word so much wrong or evil act, but simply a mistake. A mistake will be corrected.
However, if we are, we need to make absolute sure that the dragon, when revived, need to understand that we, ponies, we're not going to harm it anymore. We're not going to steal his heart or be cruel to it again. We need to show it the same compassion as Princess Miyamura did. I mean, Princess Amora.
Yeah. Okay.
If you don't mind, gift givers, there's two things I want to show, so we have a better understanding.
Of course.
This is where Blizzard shows the last torn up note that he had in his person. The second part of the notes.
Do you mean part 2?
Yes, part 2.
Because part 1 and part 3 are written up in the torn up notes with familiar hoof writing. There's a part 1 and a part 3, so you have possession of part 2.
Okay, so this is a bit of a challenge, right? Thieves can't. Would the gift givers know anything about thieves can't?
Wait. I thought part 3 was written in Thieves' Cant. Part 1 was written in Old Bonus.
Well, look at the doc. Just look at what it says.
Pantherian. That's the one that you're missing. Pantherian is the land of the cat folk. Which one do you
Just
have?
look.
You have the Old Ponish. You have the Old Ponish. You have part 3, which is
Thieves' Cant.
Thieves Can't, and then you're missing the Pantheria, the land of the cat folk. That's what you're missing. So here's a good question: would they know Pantheria? That's a great. I think they go and look at like a book or something like that. It's the PS, not a damn fighter. I think they'll grant you this, although I'm trying to figure out how do they know Pantheria.
Well, since don't merchants sometimes come over to the gift givers once in a while?
No.
And they also get gifts?
There we go. So the gift givers are kind of like a mythical. They're kind of like Santa Claus, right? They're a lot like Santa. I bet they'll pull out a book or something like that, and then they like take out They're like, oh, we haven't read Pantheria in forever. And they just get out a book and look at it. And this is what it says. There are other elements of disharmony here. Demons of despair, remnants of greed, and other unknown forces. I do not know the extent of the friends and foes, but cruelty seems to be winning the north.
Oh, well.
And thanks to us, that's...
These minions around.
I think because of us entering the Crystal Empire, we tipped the scales a bit. Don't you remember that battlefield we saw?
Explain, Blizzard.
Well, remember when we first entered the Crystal Empire and how that train ran over Cruelty? Sure, It didn't defeat him. But we did manage to free Yakiakistan's capital. And the battle that we saw a little while ago, Cruelty was fighting a three-way front against the remnants of greed and despair.
That has always been the way of the elements of disharmony, and that is the one thing they severely lack that we as Ponykind have an advantage over. We have ways of uniting together in harmony. Disharmony by nature cannot unite. It turns in on itself sooner or later like a snake devouring its own tail.
But my brother also mentioned another unknown forces. So it might be possible that the other two elements of disharmony is here as well. I mean, we already saw this seed here. Who's to say there's not more of them here? So that means that Cruelty is fighting almost a six-front war. That would take a huge amount of pony power to even fight something like that.
Read the previous information.
Claim who wrote this is perhaps this minute. I've seen the massive force pouring out of the bloodstones. Wait, bloodstones?
I remember the bloodstones, those red crystals, of which we tried to keep our distance from, but accidentally stepped on a portal that brought us into that large cage fortress of what I think were some of Cruelty's forces that we managed to fortunately defeat and eventually escape.
Good point. I forgot about that. But thank you for translating this last bit.
Of course. We will give you all the gifts that you will require.
But one more. And this is where he so did we take the strange stone eye with us, or did we make a drawing or something like that?
I believe the general rule is if it's in that inventory there, we should have it on ourselves. I think that
you have access to it. That's fine. Unless it's like known areas like the crystal heart and stuff like that. Unless they're like artifacts of like renown, right?
Okay, I just wanted to make sure for clarity's
You don't have
sake.
the crystal heart on, but you have access to information in regards to it, right?
Right. This is where Blizzard would show the strange stone eye.
Oh, wish stone.
A wish stone?
The strange stone eye.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, you need for the sake of things.
Oh, my bad.
For the sake of things, Karma, address it as the strange stone eye. Just go and just say it word for word exactly as it is written in the items list.
Oh, okay. I'll make sure to do that.
Oh yeah, you found this on the general. You found this stone eye on the general. They'll tell you what it is. Copy, paste. It says you must be careful.
I'm trying to remember.
Well, thank you for all the help you have done. It means a lot to all of us.
The idol of Boreas was stolen by... Okay, that's not going to work. That's lost treasure of Griffinstone. Yes. This creature is the same one, or from the same race, that stole the idol of Griffinstone. Originally, that was what united the Griffins together in pride, but it didn't exactly change them much for the better in attitude. That was when Rainbow Dash and Pinkie Pie came to Griffinstone, and Rainbow Dash rekindled her friendship with Gilda. The idol was no longer necessary to make Griffinstone a better place. It was replaced with friendship.
This is where Blizzard had an idea. It says, give me one moment. I want to give you a gift. I'm sure you'll like it. Be right back. This is where Blizzard just heads off towards the outdoors and cooks up something for the gift givers.
Are you using the idea that I said to you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Blizzard is going to use his cryomancy to create a statue depicting the gift givers as, well, how they are. Generous, compassionate, and next to them, it would depict ponies giving each other a gift, one to another, to show the friendship and generosity that both ponies and the gift givers always strive for.
Go ahead and roll me a cryomancy as you're trying to cast a spell. Trying to create this statue. Yes, excellent. 17. Let me describe it.
You try to depict the three reindeers as close as possible, and in turn, when creating the ponies, you decide to use Summerheart, Luminescence, himself, and the Griffins, presenting gifts to them,
And Violet,
along with
and Violet Shy.
and Violet Sai. All the creatures and their friends in Equestria, at least right now, presenting gifts and generosity to the gift givers, just as they in turn gave them a gift, showing that there will always be harmony and friendship.
Where are you putting the statue? And how big do you want the statue?
I want it to be right next to the lamppost on the left side.
Nearby where there's any nearby where there's a heat source.
Right here?
Maybe a little. Oh.
Not
I'm
too
talking about
close.
maybe where I'm at, right here. Next to the candy cane. Perfect.
Okay.
Away from the heat, but it will always be. But have it. You're basically creating it so it's the constant exposure to the cold will keep it from melting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's perfect.
This is where Blizzard comes back inside and says, "Alright, it's done. It's finished. Would y'all care to look?"
Aurora Borealis, get together and step outside.
And while
they
they're
charm
doing,
as you try to convince them that this lawn ornament is what they want. What is it? They already died. Right? Yep, they're like, oh, it is wonderful. It is beautiful.
Thank
Thank you
you.
very much for your gift.
Blizzard rubs his forehead and says, "It's nothing. Y'all gave us so much gifts, so I thought maybe I should give a gift in return. Which, what better way than to depict what the gift givers can be and what we all hope for? Harmony and true friendship. After all, friendship is greater than any gift. Is that right?"
They smile
Let's
and
see
nod their
here.
head. A true gift from a true friend. They smile, pleasant,
let's see.
pleased that you would do such. Thank
Right,
you very
well,
much, Blizzard.
I'm going to give them a few moments to admire it, and after that, I myself would like to give you a gift as well. We will have to come inside for it. We will have to come inside for it whenever you are ready. So I'm just giving them their time to enjoy it. And whenever they wish to go back inside. I will go over to the mantle here. And let me see here. One of the ways that we celebrate hearths warming is through the crafting of dolls.
Of course.
Those of friends or even ourselves, and we give them to others as an expression of friendship. I learned from Professor Pinkie Pie that her own family, who are rock farmers, they have a very unique way of making these hearths warming dolls. They are carved from the best rocks available on the farm. I myself took that very unusual but unique way of expressing my friendship to you. He, as a unicorn, he is able to channel magic and use those elements that are his talent to good use in creating those ice sculptures. I, as an earth pony, do not have such magic, but we are of the earth. The ground is what we know best. I took some fine rocks and used my skills to craft these for you, and they can be placed here on your mantle, just like when we ponies do the same around Hearth's warming eve, and I present them with the quality of the craft quality 10 gift of the 3 pony races of the Earth Pony, the Unicorn, and the Pegasus. And they're crafted separately, but they are put in a way so that they're like
They're
sitting down, but they're sitting down, but their hooves are held outward, so that when the 3 of them are brought together, it looks like they are holding hooves together, forming a circle, so to speak.
Sure.
And I present the gift givers as something to decorate their own hearth. That, and I also present them, yeah.
Sure. Go ahead and roll me a skill as you're trying to craft this.
Well, I already did craft it.
Oh, you already crafted? Oh, excellent. Now it's presentation time. So go ahead and roll me a charm. See how they take it. Seem to like it.
And I will. Okay.
We want to see what the roll off is first?
Yeah.
Oh, 7.
Okay. I will have to spend 3 token. Okay, I can make the one attempt and see if I do it, but the odds are very. But I will make the one to see if I can do it on my own, and then decide whether I need to spend the 3.
1 and 4. 4.
Oh, there we go.
See?
So yeah.
See?
Like I said, I was going over the options in my head first, but it doesn't. But yeah, because yeah, the odds of that were 1 in 8.
No, it's 1 and 4 because you could have gotten a 7 and re-rolled.
Yeah, well, still.
Yeah, never underestimate the roll. Never underestimate.
1 in 8 to succeed on this one.
They are quite thrilled of this. You have a critical success. Let's see here. What do they present you with anything? Can they present you with anything? Yeah. They get out a bag. Give me a second. I need you to roll me. Nope, that's not the item. I need to do that too. Taking care of it. Bag.
I'm going to remove the 3 stone pony statues. I am removing those off my inventory since they are now on the gift giver's hearth. Or the mantle above the hearth.
Yeah, that's too powerful. Nope. Nope. Pretty sure it's bad. Roll me a D100.
D100. Here we go.
54. Oh, did I just close that out? 54. Okay, interesting enough. They present you, because you are a healer, they give you 4 potions of healing.
4 potions of healing. I graciously accept them with a thankful heart.
Blizzard Star, go ahead and roll me a D100.
Hmm.
66. You're a devil. You're a devil. Okay, what was that? 60. Okay. All right. This is a little bit weird, but this is what they're going to give you. They offer you a rowboat. A boat. 12 foot long. It's a rowboat. Would you like to take your rowboat with? Or you can exchange it for something else. I wasn't expecting a rowboat.
Well, see if you can sled in it.
I mean, it's not, would you like a rowboat? It's 12 foot long. But they offer you a rowboat. Weird. You give them a huge statue. I think it's a joke. I think it's a joke, right? That you give them this huge statue made of ice. They give you a boat that's 12 foot long. It's almost the exact same size, actually. Now that I think about it. Let's just start with you like your rowboat. I can't hear you.
Blizzard said, "Thank you for the offer, but there was no need. You've given enough for us as it is. I was just wanting to return your generosity."
They smile kindly and they say, "You don't want it? Would you like to reroll?"
If it's okay with you, it's hard to not accept your generosity. I don't want to be rude.
Of course. No, I understand. You're on your way to travel. This does seem a bit strange.
Yes, let's go with strange.
91. Oh, this is actually pretty good. You give them a statue, right? Of ice, right?
Yeah.
They give you a mosaic window. It is 2 foot by 4 foot. Let's see what it depicts. Die 6. This is 2. This is a depiction of a unicorn. A glass stained window. Mosaic glass stained window. 2 foot by 4 foot. Depicting a unicorn. You've gotten 6 things. You got a unicorn, which is kind of funny.
Blizzard will accept this and say, "Thank you. It's beautiful."
Okay. Luminescence, are you going to do anything? Give them anything?
Well, I'm trying to think of what I could give them. I don't really have that many options.
Sure.
Look at the items in inventory here to consider it, but I mean, what is it they even want or need? They clearly have the opportunity to get just about anything. So maybe I'll just ask them directly, what is it that you want?
Roll me a D100. See what it is. Be funny if they want a rowboat. 44. They would like a wooden ladder.
A wooden ladder?
They would like you to build them a wooden ladder. They tell you how hard it is to maintain the lights around the house, because every so often they go out, right? They would like a wooden ladder, 24 foot long. Very specific.
Well, do we have any wood around?
You have your sleds, there are trees outside.
Oh, well, I don't know if I want to take out their tree. They may not appreciate that.
I mean, you could ask. Roll me a
Well,
charm.
sure. I'll ask what sources of materials and tools they have available.
Sure. Roll me a charm. Yeah, this seemed pretty good for this wooden ladder. One of the wooden ladder. It's hard to hang up decorations. Makes sense. That totally makes sense. They're working all the time. Makes sense. Yeah.
Let's like get them a ladder then here. Somehow. Let's see.
Well, roll me a charm if you can use any of their equipment.
Well, yeah, what equipment do I have? I mean,
They do have dead trees. Yeah, they say, yeah, we've got all types of stuff. Whatever you want. Build us a wooden ladder. We'd be much appreciated.
all
How are
right,
you
I'll
going to
go.
build this ladder? Their workshop is your workshop. You can literally use the tools off them. They're cool.
Well, okay, excellent. I'm going to go acquire one of these trees,
Sure.
and I'm going to go ahead and chop it down really quickly, and then we're going to bring it back in on the sled. Yeah.
Sure.
And we'll take it to the workshop, and making a ladder shouldn't be too terribly complicated. It's
Tell me how you're doing it and roll.
mind, body. What are we doing here?
You tell me. How are you doing this? Are you using your brute force or are you using your skills as a laborer?
No, I think skills and experience should be a better choice here.
Roll it.
Trying to beat it into submission is not going to work very well. That's not great.
I mean, it's see how they like it. Yeah. Ha! They're like, nah, that's a little shabby.
Try
Can
again.
you try again?
Learn from
The
the
first one's
experience.
always a test, right? The first one's always a test.
Yes. Sometimes you make a mistake or two. You can learn from that. That's an improvement.
Excellent. Now they need to roll a die 10. They're fine. This is a perfect ladder. Perfect ladder. Okay. What would you like in return? This is what they offer you. Roll me a D100. Yeah.
19.
17. Interesting. Okay. They offer you, which is very strange, a iron door
An iron door?
up to 10 foot by 10 foot high, barred on one side of your choice, which you can place on any opening that you can reach. It conforms to fit the opening, attachment, and hinging. It's a magical iron door.
It sounds useful and interesting, but I don't know if I can carry it.
Oh, good question.
A
That's what
solid.
they offer you.
What is the weight of this thing?
I don't know how heavy iron door. Not potassium, iron. I mean, let's see. So, okay, since it is on the bigger side, it'd be anywhere between 620 pounds to 864 pounds.
Well,
They
okay.
offer you an iron door. Would you like it?
I'll give them my thanks, but tell them that I have no way to transport it. I would have to just leave it here.
You can reroll.
I think I will have to, because I cannot figure out what, unless I want to just take it outside and set it on the ground and try to transport somewhere.
That's what they offer you. I'm sorry, man. This is literally what they offered you. Go ahead and reroll.
Well, I'm just trying to think if there's any way I could use it. Not coming up with much.
Yeah, it's up to the player. Whatever you want to do. You
Let's see
build
what
them
we
a
got.
ladder, they give you an iron door. I think that's a pretty good bargain.
It is. If I had a way to use the door, I'd be really happy with it.
Like,
Really
wow, 35.
interesting. I like the mechanic, but
This is a little bit more practical. They offer you 10 gems worth 100 gold, 100 bits each.
okay, so 1,000 bits worth of gems.
Yep.
It's not bad. Do they do anything else, or are they just valuable?
These gems we plucked from the stars themselves. They fell to earth and we gathered them for you.
Okay. Well, let's not be ungrateful here. I shall take the gems happily and thank them for their generosity.
Didn't want our door.
Oh, I wanted the door. I just can't use it.
Can't haul it.
No way.
Not
The
practical.
door. Well,
Now they have that. They say, will you be staying the night with us?
yes.
Follow us. We'll head upstairs.
May
We
we,
must warn
may
you.
we please?
Must warn you. Must not go down into the basement.
Why is that?
Secrets. Trade secrets. They head upstairs. You follow.
Yep.
With us. They take you upstairs. Copy. Stairs. That's that. Paste. Everybody should be here. So we have beds. Welcome for you. She says, this is your place of rest and comfort. I hope that you enjoy. We have some wonderful hearth-warming books for you to read. There's a treasure chest in which you can store your valuables. There's a mirror. All types of interesting things. There's a scrying device. Only the most wise should use it. Sometimes you will see things that you do not wish to see. Use that at your own risk while you rest here. They begin to part downstairs, allow you to rest overnight. You guys doing anything else tonight?
There's a scrying device. I got to try this.
Okay. Roll me a mind. What are you specifically trying to scry?
Well, let's see. It'd be good to, I guess, let's start with something simple. We'll update or get an idea of the current state of Ponyville.
Sure. Roll me a mind.
That one.
Let's see. You do not make it. What you do scry upon is like bits and pieces of the Crystal Kingdom. But it's not clear. To be clear, you did not activate it. But you do see like slight visions, right? Just like blips, blurbs. Within your mind's eye, you see it, and then it fades as quickly as it starts. But you were going the right direction. Just
Well, yeah, we went south anyway. That's too bad. Would have been interesting to get some more information.
you rolled a 9.
I know.
It's a hard. It's a 12 plus. You have to get a 12 plus. It's a hard insight to focus on.
We get better work with it.
Yeah. It requires all 3 of the Aurora Borealis to work. Even then, they can't get works.
Wow. Then why did I guess we just keep it here to keep it away from others?
No, it's a scrying device. Just like Santa
I know,
Claus is.
all 3 of them can't do it, then
Well,
seems odd.
their default is a 10, with them assisting each other, right?
Oh,
Yeah,
I see.
So about 1 in every 12 days, give or take, they are able to scry.
Well, we'll try again in the morning.
Okay. Are you guys going to bed?
Yes. Well, maybe put some of the stuff in the treasure chest. But
Sure.
Blizzard's going to look at the window, the mirror real quick and just says, be nice to at least sleep warmly tonight.
That's very true. That's very, very true. Anybody else doing anything tonight?
No,
Excellent.
I couldn't help but wonder if that was out of place for them to keep a secret as far as the basement goes, but but I don't want to assume the negative, especially after what we just went through with deceit. But at the same time, I don't feel like they've given us any reason for distrust.
So are you going to bed?
Yes.
Okay. Everybody roll me mind as something crawls out of your guys' bag.
And I will actually spend a token to re-roll that. Bah.
Yeah. Yeah. Summerheart, we have a roll off, my friend.
Okay.
Oh, that's the wrong guy.
And I will... Yeah, okay, I see now. There it is.
Nice. Summerheart, we will continue this on the next episode as something crawls out of your bag. Something that you guys have put there a while back ago. It has been waiting for quite some time, eating on your food.
Uh-oh. Oh, that doesn't sound promising.
Crystal. Aye.
Wait, something dark. No.
Yeah, it's been in your saddlebag this entire time, eating on your food. That's why I keep asking you guys sticking food in, stuff like that. Just like hanging out there. Yeah, I was going back through my notes, stuff like that. I was like, yeah, I forgot to deal with that. It's fully healed, by the way.
Well,
yeah, we'll continue this next time. Bye.
All right. Have a good one.